Welcome. I am Halcyon, and this is the Hug Nation broadcast. Today I want to talk about how gardening will save the world. I was overjoyed when I heard younger in my life that gardening is one of the most popular hobbies in America. I just found that to be so encouraging. Because to me, gardening was my first really visceral experience of spirituality. After college, I started experimenting with putting things in the ground, starting with an amaryllis bulb and watching the joyful, erect blooming of the amaryllis bulb, and then trying other plants and flowers and then vegetable garden. And the experience of connecting with nature in that way is profound. I would argue that introducing yourself to gardening, experiencing the cycles of life, witnessing the slow motion miracle of life is as powerful as a plant medicine journey. It is a feeling of connection and interconnected of all things that I think is profound. Which is why I'm so encouraged. One of the unintended side effects of this quarantine is that many people are gardening for the first time. You're stuck at home. You know there's a possibility that food could be short. Why not throw a tomato plant in the ground and see what happens? And I think people will learn very quickly that it's tough to grow enough food to live off of. But the experience of growing something that then fruits and then you eat it is life-changing. It is like that first mushroom trip or acid trip or first time to Burning Man where you're like, whoa, my place in it all is different now that I see how simple and perfect. All I did was put the thing in the ground and gave it water, and then the universe just did the rest. And then you take the energy from the sun puts the energy in the plant has the energy in the tomato, and you eat the tomato. Wow. So I am so encouraged, and I find it one of the more exciting, optimistic feelings that I've been having lately is just the knowledge of how many people are getting their hands dirty in the soil, how many people are witnessing miracles in nature up close, watching the daily progress of something grow. I imagine raising a child is probably a similar thing. I've never watched a child grow up day by day. But with a garden, you got no dirty diapers. The plants don't cry. I mean, they might wilt a little bit and let you know that they're thirsty, but it's very easy to ignore a wilting plant and continue napping. Not so easy with a crying baby. Look, I'm not saying that you should abandon your baby and get a tomato plant instead. I'm just saying that throw something in the ground. If you are not doing so, let yourself be a participant, mostly a witness, but also a participant in a piece of the grand cycles of our totally interconnected ecosystem. And so as I see things in the news that sometimes make me pessimistic, right now I am hanging on to gardening as the glorious beacon of hope for people to learn about who they are in the universe and how connected we all are. I've also been noticing how gardening and a garden is a really beautiful metaphor for so much about life right now. I've been a part of a community that has been kind of started at the beginning of lockdown and has been growing together. People that have been coming to twice a day gratitude circles, and there's regulars and there's people who stop in occasionally and people who pop in once or twice. And over the course of these 2 months or 3 months or 9 years, whatever it's been like watching a garden grow and seeing these people, these seedlings, find a place where the environment is good and encouraging and the soil is not too hard, not too acidic, where it's not too much clay. It's supportive. It's got place for their roots to go. It's got enough shade that they don't get burnt, enough sun that they get fed. And seeing people like a plant find its roots and grow its stem and stalk and blossom is really the most beautiful thing in the world. This is the narrative of humanity. Each of our narrative is that seedling, is that acorn that becomes the mighty oak, that deals with the storms, that deals with the pests, that deals with all of the obstacles, and in doing so, develops a root structure, develops our bark, develops all that we need to find our place in harmony while providing, being a part of the ecosystem of our communities and our world. And to be fair, the growing season that we're in right now is a tough one. It has been, for many of us, not a place where the soil has been good, not a place where there has been enough water or enough nutrients. The sun is beating on us too much. And frankly, if we survive, that's a win. Don't worry about having the greatest bounty this year. Why didn't I write my book? Why didn't I lose 20 pounds and learn a language? Hey, man, the garden right now is not in thrive mode. The garden is in survive mode. You might be thriving. Some plants absolutely thrive in certain conditions. Maybe you are a succulent or a cacti. But plenty of plants struggle when there is a drought. And I would say that we are in a cultural drought right now. We're in a human contact drought. And we got to forgive ourselves. Just as you would forgive a little seedling that didn't make it and didn't quite give you the resulting bushels of whatever you were hoping for. It just did the best it could with what it had. That's all it could do. That's all we can do. And we're a part of it all. The cycle is all perfect. Now, that being said, just as if you, after a season in the garden, if you find that it's not having the yield you wanted, you can go, what was missing? Oh, I need to treat the soil. Oh, I need to plant things around it that protect it from certain pests. Oh, I need to make sure there's more shade so it doesn't get so wilted. I need to water it more. I think we can make those same Farmer John observations about our world right now. Oh, you know what? I had a weed problem. I had too much Facebook and Netflix in my life, and so the energy of my garden, too much resources went to the Netflix weeds and the Facebook weeds, and my creativity plant did not get what it needed to truly blossom and bloom. Okay. Note to self. The garden, like Burning Man, is an iterative process. Every year you learn, every year you try new things. It's always a cycle, always perfect. So I hope you are blossoming and blooming. I hope you have your hands in the dirt. And I hope you are forgiving yourself and recognizing just to be a part of it all is a miracle. Thank you. I love you. Don't forget to join us every day, noon and 6 in the zoom.hugnation.com gratitude and hug room. It's really a special place. I hope you'll drop by, especially Thursday, the 28th of May, which is my birthday, for a special hug at noon. And wherever you are now, let's have a hug now. Just do it. Wherever you are, grab yourself by the shoulders. And as you feel this body You feel the warmth between your arms, the solidness of this form that you're holding. Let it slip away from just you and let it be me. Feel yourself hugging me. And feel yourself hugging the people in your life that you have not been able to hug in person. Just let them come into your mind and hug family, friends, people that you've seen in Zoom calls or on the phone. Just feel them in this moment. And let the arm squeezing you be theirs, be mine. Just dissolve the me into a we, and let's just let ourselves be connected in this moment. Everyone who can hear my voice right now, everyone who is listening to this archive in the future, everyone who is connected to everyone who is experiencing this, all of us in a network of intention and open-heartedness and love, connecting in a recognition of our oneness. Let's take a deep breath in and hold it at the top and squeeze. And then let it out. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb, Larry Harvey, and all of you beautiful love warriors, happy Hug Nation. I love you. Thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Please! It will make a big difference in the more people that are able to get this message and be connected to this vibration. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, please do so, patreon.com/Halcyon. As always, would love to hear from you and know that you're out there in the world. I love you.